Welcome back to the Hopium Den. Let's get high. Alright, sorry this is not going to auto-read. I started the recording and instantly got a couple phone calls. I'm on call for my office tonight. So, if you hear a very obnoxious ringtone, I will try and mute as fast as I can. But that's what's going on. Pretty much, we heard a bunch of metal. We walked up to it. It's two automatons stuck together. So our options are, because they're stuck together, we leave them alone and try and kill them, or we use this chance to study them, and I've always kind of been curious by nature, so I'm going that route. It's either going to be really good or really bad, but you know we're all about those bad decisions.
The two creatures cautiously, weapon sheathed. They freeze as they see you approach, and you make a show of your empty hands.
Threat assessment minimal.
One of the machines screeches and turns away from you. They don't appear to be attached or tied together. Their metal bodies just seem unable to move away. You watch as they activate cutting tools, slice off the stuck parts of each other's bodies and free themselves. They hobble away into the woods.
Nice, nice, nice. Attractive bracelet. So this is a really nice pull. The muddle is interesting in terms of like pulling something away from another target to take the damage. But in general, a pull 4 is pretty massive when you have Trapper in the party or someone who puts out hazardous terrain. Banner I'm trying to retire in the next like 3-4 missions if I can get enough XP. Drifter, we're starting the retirement questline now if I can ever beat this, so I think it goes to Gem. Alright, cards are set, cards are set. I had a change of heart with Braveheart's card. I feel like I'm going to miss combined effort too much. This is so good for some of the AoE stuff, but I just think with Banner and Gem on the same side, I need this extra movement at an earlier initiative, especially if I'm trying to use Boldening Blow for a stun. I mean, that's not really possible because I'm probably going to move to set up other attacks at some point. I'll take Sleeper. I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, we'll have lots of elites to kill. Do I bring a loot card on Gem? The greedy part of me says yes. The realistic part of me says no. Okay. Let's see. Any other thoughts going into this mission? Really, the big one, if you skip the outpost, was just the Boldening Blow. I had a realization at like 3 a.m. I'm not joking. I woke up from dead sleep, picturing the card in my dream, and I was like, there's 2 blue dots. I need 2 allies. It is not bugged. I'm an idiot. So now that I know what I'm doing, my goal with Banner on the left side is going to be to try to get up a Banner. And then that would allow me to A, Boldening Blow, but B, that would allow me to potentially one-shot something with Gem's Thresh and Flail.
Turn back.
So, a lot of times, they do have like a range 6, but for the most part, they're like move 3. Attack 4. No, most of their stuff's 3, so I feel decently safe here. Tip of the Spear, I think, is expendable here, and we can use the movement to get up. And then for an attack, kind of like Javelin, just to make sure if they don't come up, I can get a hit. I'm taking that at disadvantage. I mean, let them come. I probably don't pull off in this room. I think this is my safest play to make sure I get some damage out. Alright, here I really want more elemental control. I can't remember how much I talked about this in the outpost phase, but I haven't been using Gem very well. I've been playing kind of passive in terms of the burns, and I think part of that's the higher difficulty, and part of that is because I'm running 3 characters, and there's that ringtone. Be right back. Literally jinxed it. I was like, man, this has been a decent on call. I'll maybe jump on and get going on my video for tomorrow. And then instantly got multiple pages on the road event, and again as soon as we started this. So hopefully we're over the hump. Okay, let me rethink about where we were here. So I'm going late, I'm getting off my big attack, and then I don't want to do consume. I probably just want to do a move 3 shockwave. I know last time I used for the top, and I think that's still an option. But if tempo-wise I'm through this door first, then this door is what has to focus on the shield. So I'd rather get my heal up. I'm going to make sure to keep continuous health bottom. There's an argument for popping both, but the thing is 1v1 with all the little heals, I should be able to stay pretty close to full. Okay, wasting things there and moving in javelin. Okay, multi-target. Sorry, scenario, you're going to take this? Holy cow. That is a rough start. Okay. At least that one decided not to murder the scenario. So popping this because I need to focus more on element control with Gem. I've definitely been lacking a little in that. I do think mostly just because I'm running 3 characters at a harder difficulty than I'm used to. But in the board game, when I was solo focusing on Gem, I felt like I was running a lot cleaner character. Alright, so I could stop back here. The issue with that, if I'm not up in someone's face, then I don't have the boldening blow attack. I mean, depending on when they go, though, they're just going to move away from me, right? I'll go here, because if I go Gem, Banner, I could potentially boldening blow here and get an attack for disarm. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. All right, let's try this. The other thing I could do would be here to set it up both ways. I'll stick here. I won't get greedy. I'm going to cross attack so it's not at disadvantage. Here we go. Alright, not ideal. Pop. Move. Nice simple turn with Drifter. Sometimes I appreciate Drifter with the complexity of the other guys. Move and whack something. Okay. I've already started chip damage here. I could support Banner better. But I also just think taking the attacks at disadvantage is really valuable. The issue with that play is I'm not getting out of Banner, because I don't want to get out of Banner at 15 for the sake of their multi-attacks. Alright, let's think about this. If I go early this turn, what happens if I go late this turn? I take these attacks normal. Well, I still will take both at disadvantage because of my armor. I am losing the wind, but I could turn that into fire or something else. So if I don't, what's my other option? I then go late here and get out of Banner. And then I go late here. But the issue with this play is I'd want to use my move forward to get into position to pull off the boldening blow. But I don't have a top attack to change forms. It's probably time to get rid of Locust Host for my top attack with the pull. Mainly because I need to change forms. So that's completely out the window. So I just need to stick with the early play, and maybe turn 3 I can get the Banner up. I'm going to keep my heals. I'll keep combined. So maybe just let them come. That feels bad to burn 2 early initiatives. And then here, I think I'm going to be greedy for a multi-attack and get extra damage here. Alright. Let's go early and do a big attack while we're still 6 out of 6. Oh, so they're not moving. They're just attacking and pulling. Interesting. Which one of these guys is going to go first? I don't know. I don't know. So if I pop my boots and jump over, that opens up this side for Gem to potentially get in the middle. I think I keep hitting this guy, right? Get one down lower. That's got to be the right. Okay, 12. That's solid. And then this will do some magic here. Okay. Do I care about this push? Not really, because I'd like Gem to get dragged up where potentially I could get off a big Thresh and Flail on both. So I'm actually going to skip the push. And I use the... Yeah, I was like, wait, I had Wind to transform. No, I went from the late play to the early play. Alright, breakthrough. We can't wound these guys. Sure, I'll do this at advantage. Oh, that's a bad advantage. Double +2s. Skip the movement. Let's get off the retaliate. He's immobilized, so he's actually going to take it. That's pretty hilarious. That was... I guess, in that sense, the advantage worked. Now, this is a range attack, isn't it? Yeah, so he's at disadvantage anyway. It's interesting some of the nuances that are different between the board game and this. Like, for example, I'm pretty sure the wording on those armors in the board game is on the next attack, take it at disadvantage. So in our group's mind, you can't choose whether or not to proc that. It always procs. But here it seems like you can leave it, which is pretty nice. Okay, Gem kind of took a beating. Hate that. Glad I was at disadvantage here. Did the retaliate, so he's at 10 in one turn. That's a better tempo than last time. So I'm going to do the drag down, Thresh and Flail. There's potentially an attack, maybe 2 attacks, and an attack. That feels good. And then here I go earlier with a heal, and I get out the banner to make these attacks even more impactful. And then on this side, I'm looking good. I think we go late and just get a little heal and keep our active out. What's their latest? They do have one in the 70s. Okay, what could I do instead of that? So I could do this to make sure I get it back to 6 and then attack to keep it at 6. Ooh, do I like that play? Is that my best play? I kind of like just going late, right? I get the free heal. In the following turn, I can do something. Maybe Chunk of Flesh or Bloodletting for the kill. We'll just kind of see how much damage we take on that side. Kind of banking on all aggro on this side to get the kill. Can't quite Boldening Blow yet. But I think the banner out in one... Ooh, that's a big attack. Alright, we're looking okay. We're looking okay. Alright, Gem. You need to get a kill to keep this going. I think closer to the door is always the right move with the banner. We jump on that difficult terrain, no big deal for Gem. I want to kill him first. Oh, spicy. Okay, that's a little unfortunate, but we got another one here. Oh, we hit both times too? That's kind of crazy. Do I heal off that brittle? So he's going to attack banner this turn, but my initiatives in melee now aren't great. I guess I still have a 20. He has a single digit, like a 9. I think the 9 isn't an attack. I think that's just the pure damage one, which is still super annoying. Even my 12 back can't beat that. That can't beat that. The one thing I could do is guarantee if I take something goofy, it's at least not doubled. But if I risk it, the regen heals off the brittle. So I just gotta hope 20's fast enough. That feels risky, man. Anytime I plan worst case scenario, I get worst case scenario. Like, I legitimately... I just have this bad feeling they're gonna go before me. But that's alright. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Alright, we get crushing weight back. We do our big attack here, +1. Alright, we're still on tempo there. That feels good. One more +1, and we're out of here. Or actually, even with the... if I do the bloodletting, I could take a 0. Health-wise, I'm looking pretty good over there. We go as fast as we can, and we try and set up the disarm. I can do the disarm earlier here. Move, move, disarm. So that means here, maybe I get cute and do a late disarm? I have to do this bottom to change forms anyway. And there's no point in double disarming at 30 and 32. Or I try and go early here and do... I mean, either way, my latest I can go is 72. So I'll go late with Gem. That way maybe Banner takes focus. Alright, let's see what happens. And this side, let's go. I could do the 4 and heal. The only benefit there is I'm healing and getting my persistent out. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's do a double heal turn. See how I flip. Oh my gosh, they beat 14. This is literally what I just spoke into existence. Because of the brittle, it's 4. Okay. I'm just glad the banner lived, man. That's huge. Oh, that's annoying. And the retaliate. Now I like this play less, because I need to get a +1. Shoot. And that neutralizes this heal. I mean, it's fine. I'm back where I started the turn, but my double heal turn did not quite go as planned. Okay, well, so much for the double disarm. Especially with the retaliate, it feels a little bad. You need to go here. We leave you where you are. I guess technically I could have already moved Gem to that side, but it's fine. I got nervous, man. My brain was picturing it this way, and I don't want to mess this up again. Come on. Did that work? Why is it not letting me select this hex? No. Go back to there. I mean, I definitely clicked here. Okay, let's just see if I have to confirm the allies first. And then the enemy. Okay. Weird, man. Very clunky card, but I get it. It's all broken up. Yeah, the attack 5 strengthen feels pretty good. Alright, Banner. Big damage. We'll take that retaliate. Got the blesses in the deck. That feels pretty good. I think I'm going to go all in here damage-wise, because an attack 4 feels a lot better than an attack 2. I guess I didn't need to wound myself, but I mentally had already clicked on both. Oh, that feels bad. If I rolled a miss, how'd I still do 5 damage there? Did anyone else just witness that interaction? That seemed a little odd. Alright, how early can Banner go? The answer is not early. And how early can Gem go? Later than Banner. Okay, I just want to make sure I get the regen off. Because if I get a regen, then I don't have to worry about those. I'm going to make sure I have fire here. And then I can cross regen. He's disarmed, so I'm chilling on this side. You were supposed to kill him, and you didn't. But now bloodletting should be a guarantee. I mean, there is a miss in there. I shouldn't say that out loud. I think just the heal turn feels pretty good, and then I'd like to stay in this form. So something like that. Oh no, I was gonna go after. Yeah, I gotta go 76 for the double regen. Yep. Alright, big flips. Nice. Okay, we kept that at 6. That's a good first room. I'll take this. That's a nice heal. We're still, I won't say full, but by the time I long rest, I'm doing pretty solid on that side. I mean, I'm set up for this. Let's send it. Should be a kill. Come on. Nice. Kind of want to loot with Gem. I know that's greedy, but it's a heal turn anyway. I'm going to skip the movement here because I need to get my regen on Gem. So I'm going to move up 1 and regen backwards. Okay, and then Gem's now in a better support role with the fire. And which one do I think is the flame fruit? Ooh, left or right? Left or right, chat? I'm gonna stick with it. We're where we need to be. Oh, I heard the gold jingle. That's all I ever get. Alright, we long rest. Kind of in a position to either move up or I greedily go get one more loot. I probably could have stamina potion back my heal again greedily and done 2 more turns in range. But I'm looking okay. And then on this side, we probably just move up. I don't want to pop continuous health yet. I know that's greedy, but my reasoning for that is that I don't want the long rest to count for 4. I mean, I guess it's 3 out of 4. Why'd that give him 4? There's been a few goofy things. Anyway. So if I do it now, I'm full going into the next room. One, 2, 3, 4. But then I'm probably not close enough to get an attack off, because I think Homie was in here somewhere, and then up here somewhere, and then all the other guys were in that corner. So I like the idea of getting that off, but I actually think if I'm going to be able to get an attack off once I go through the door, I need this movement. Okay, probably getting rid of deflecting here. I'm gonna try not to have much wind out, because I know the wind demons will take it. So we actually finished in this room on time now. Do I open the door from this side? Then everything's gonna collapse in on me here. Kind of feels like I need to wait a turn. Heal, move up, get a heal on myself. I mean, I could pop this for extra movement, that way I can do other things with my bottoms, but at this point I already have my banner out. And the following turn, I want to probably go late with Javelin to just open the door and see what's going on. I never love when my banner's kind of on the earlier end of the initiatives. Realistically, banner's going to go in like crazy, and then Gem, I'm probably going to range attack back here with Dragonfly bottom to try and get Pierce. So I think I'm going to be greedy here. You know, the other thing I could have done was something that moved everyone rather than the heal. That was probably the right call, but this is okay. Alright, I'm going to get rid of... I need the Pierces, even though I don't know I'm going to make it to that side of the room to fully utilize them. I really think it's probably Bloodletting, but it's my only double attack if I absolutely need it. I want to keep my bottoms to keep the persistence out. I'm going to get rid of Shockwave. I think tempo-wise, these guys are going to have to take the Pierce, so I'm okay with this. Alright, Gem's looking a lot better. What are we going to get rid of? Locust could pan out versus the Imps later. This Wound Bomb maybe I can get off versus the shielded guys. Those are all good. I've burned 1 melee, so I'm at 6 melee, so I need to burn a range. Where's my 15 initiative? Oh, it's still out. You can't let me discard that? That'd be really, really cool if you could, because I think that's my burn. I'm down 2 melee, so I could burn another melee. And then just try and stay in range for him. That feels fairly aggressive. Also, I used this last turn. This should not be out. Because it's being so goofy, I think I gotta get rid of Locust. No. We might need it with the Pierce. The Selfless is so good now. I want to get rid of Chitness. Why is this stuck here? It's not active. And even if it was active, I should be able to discard it. Strange, man. So right now, the way it's registering... And it's a range, but it's the same color as my melees. That's super bugged. I'm going to call that one. You guys tell me if I'm crazy, but that feels bugged. Because that stuff's being so goofy, I don't know that I can afford another burn in melee just for a wound. I gotta keep boom, boom, boom. Horn Beetle, I probably don't proc, but Horn Beetle's more valuable than Flailing at this point. Okay, can I have Chitness back? Alright, well, give me a second. Alright, we're picking back up where we left off. It was bad enough that I ended up going back a couple rounds because there was no way for me to discard it. And then once the game got it unstuck, like I went back to main menu, then I finished my long rest with it already discarded, which threw off my whole stamina for the next round. I was like, okay, let me just go back a few saves and not use it on the banner, because that apparently bugged it out. It hated that. So we're back to what we want to burn. I do think this is really valuable to give to banner, but I also don't know that I can afford that and the heal for support. I kind of want to stay more damage focused. The problem with Selfless Offering is the bottom so good to change forms. Alright, so I now have 2 melee burn. So I'm 7 and 5. So I really could get rid of... I should just get rid of my least impactful card. I think this and Scarab or Dragonfly and Locust have to come out here for Pierce. Or even Dragonfly and Firefly late, if I can set that up. Flailing, I like the idea of it, but I don't know that I'm going to do it. Flailing doesn't feel super impactful. The problem with them having 7 health is just that wound is slow through 7 health. Like, I'm just in trouble if I do that. Alright, so I'm going to go early here. Pop the door with my 4 movement. And just hit something and get my persistent back. Yeah. And then here, I'm going to go as late as I can. I'll get more movement after the door. Man, do I do a Bolding Blow bottom just to help everyone set up and get my banner in there? Don't want to give it up, because the disarm's so valuable. But this isn't enough movement to do anything. Like, I'm just running in there solo and leaving this behind. So I think because I have this out, I gotta keep it with me. That's the only thing that makes sense. Now, form-wise, don't really want to burn Firefly for the movement. I actually don't hate starting this in melee with a bigger move. Horn Beetle feels too aggressive, right? I can't burn a melee this cycle. I'll go late, and maybe I can get in range to immobilize something. Ooh, I wish I wasn't both 72, because I could give Gem more movement and then have Gem do something. We'll just see who goes first. It's going to be one of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I've got to do that, because this, if I flip to melee, gives me a way to get back to range. Nice, Gem did go after.
Blood and feathers.
Alright, what are you guys doing? Ooh, that's a big attack. So push 1, attack 3 at range 4 with a disarm. No, thank you. So the advantage of running this way is then I'm more centered and can set things up better with the whole team. The advantage of staying over here is I try and just murder the weakest guy. going to come in for the team. I've already used that. I was debating the spyglass. Is it worth it on this first attack? Probably not. But I do think it's worth trying to get through this guy as fast as we can. That's a bad miss. I should have popped it. Ooh, bad miss, big damage. Oh, you guys are all going to hit the scenario, aren't you? And they didn't move to congregate at all. Okay, okay. I can't say I love that, but... One, two, three. If I get it over here, Banner can use it too. I wasn't going to get Gem up anyway with this. Because I need to be within range 2, so let's get it here so Banner gets bonus damage. And then we start doing our attacks here. I can't hit another miss, right? That's big. That turns the tide a little bit. Alright, I don't think movement-wise we made it happen. I am still going to get to the door for the sake of line of sight. And then I just skip this. And I do not want them to have wind, anything but wind. I'm going to greedily take a fire here. I think there is a world where they pull a range attack, 1, 2, 3, and they kind of congregate. Potentially where I could do something wild. They don't have wind out to go invisible this turn, and I have my banner to help. So that's an option. Is there a better option? I mean, they're too far away to really pull anything off there. So I have the let them come this way, which feels pretty good. And then maybe I take this bottom just... No, that's weird initiatives. I'll do this. I'll keep tip of the spear to go this way. So I'm potentially doing an attack 2, 3. I'm going to need an attack 5. And I do have to move. So something like that. Holy cow, I'm glad I took that wind. That's why I'm doing some element control this time. Oh, you guys are all hitting the scenario again? No, 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 no. This is bad. They didn't move up at all. Gem's turn's busted. We do this one normal. I'm doing the next attack at advantage. That's kind of a wild rolling modifier. You're the one who needs the glancing potion. That's a big turn, and get your booty moving. Yeah, if I run to this side, I'm still focused. I'll go here, because then I'm not getting pushed too far past. Let's not miss this one. Okay. Meant to be. Crushing weight. We're still looking okay. Health-wise, we're doing okay. The fact that they didn't move stinks. I mean, I could just snipe one. One, two, three, four. I have the fire for the advantage. Maybe snipe the back guy and then set up the pierce attack. How could I set up a pierce on 2? You have a move and pull. I don't use it a whole lot. Yeah, it's only on 1. And I didn't bring the magnet. Alright, let's snipe the back guy. Here we go. Advantage attack. There's that blast. Okay. That's less scary, but my biggest issue is this structural weakness. How early can he go? 32. That does not change me forms is the issue. Alright, it is what it is. I'm going to set up the pierce attack. Oh, I should have maybe moved up and got the wound off, but that's okay. My banner's getting out of range. That's a problem. So I could skip my attack. Push you. That's not further away. I don't have a great play here. I mean, I guess the Locust hits both, but without the Dragonfly to get through their shield, that's a waste. You're too close, but I am giving movement. There's no way to get the banner up. Alright, you're going to move backwards now. Yep, and yes. Potentially that sets me up for continuous health. That or I go late and let it come to me, but with all the pushes, that feels risky. And if it's a multi-target, I want to keep the banner alive. Okay, we stick with that. Gem's the one I'm in a real weird spot with. But that's the risk of going late, trying to set up a big attack like I did. I don't even have a late initiative for like a support turn. Interesting, they're pulling. Okay. Two, three. That's not further away. That's further away, but then it's too far. I don't really want to push you because you're the one I'm... Well, hang on. If I can't push you, then you're not in range. I can't back up more, so... I guess I'm just not attacking with Gem this turn. Okay, we take the win for sure. I'm gonna make fire. At least I can get a regen back on my team. Okay, banner's back healthy enough. That shouldn't be an issue. Glad you're still using banner, my dude. Here we go. Big claps. That's a nice attack. I'm slowly losing the health battle, but I'm doing okay for not having my persistent heal out. Alright, Banner, don't let me down. I did all this just to set up. I could have moved with Gem, I forgot I had this. Come on. Okay, that's a decent wound target now. I think it's worth getting the eagle eyes back, or the fake eagle eyes. Oh, I could poison. Fudge. I forgot I could poison these guys. I gotta slow down a little bit. Okay, has to be a short rest here. Damn, we're still in a bad way. If I gave Banner the strength, then what could Banner do? So if I gave the strength and moved, is there any world that I can hit both of these? I don't think so. They're too spaced out. With this, I could move one, pull two at range 3. So that would move and pull him all the way here. Okay, so I could Javelin bottom, Meat Grinder top at 21 strengthened if I go 15 selfless. And then here we try and kill. I think now is the time I get continuous health out. I don't have to move to do a big attack. Hopefully that's fast enough there. Yep, I'm okay losing this one. I kept the 2 I needed for this play. Ooh, this play kind of gets me going. Shoot, he is going and doing damage. I might lose the banner. Let's see. If I get Gem all the way to the far side... No. We stick with this. I'll wait on the wound, because I think the wound should proc here. That flips me back to melee. I have a card to burn if I need it. Pull 2, range 3. Come on over here, buddy. The water's nice and warm. Come dip those tootsies. I'll take advantage here. I'll do the poison here, too. And the wound kills. Let's go. That's a lucky flip. No way, my banner lived. That's kind of a crazy turn. I didn't take any damage there. Alright. Gem, you better get your butt looting. I think Banner and Drifter, tempo-wise, keep pushing. I think with Gem, I'm going to super greedily loot here a second. Man. So I have to go here. And then I guess Explosive. That gets me over to here where I can move in the door. Gotta get the banner up. Okay. Let's get a regroup on Gem as I run away. I think that regen is worth it. Do I take a heal turn, or do I just move? I think I slow down 1 turn and heal here. Alright, we are going to work our way over here. Let's go. We got it. Oh, that was lucky. Yeah, I'm still going to go hit the chest there. Dang, I didn't think about initiatives enough. Well, do I greed then? I guess so. Or what? I just hit one loot, give the regen, and then start running back? That feels a little... I'd rather hit the chest. Bone boots. Interesting. I can get behind that. Alright. Boldening sounds good. Long rest while they're moving me sounds good. Long rest while I'm doing nothing sounds good. I'm gonna greed this. Let's see what we can get here. I still have lots of pure damage between both their fueled falchions. Okay, probably prudent prep time. We got a lot of movement here in the endgame. So we've got rid of 3 melee and 1 range. And I don't really want to drop below 4. So I think it's time to get rid of another range. Probably Chitness. I think at this point I want damage over support. And he hit an Arrowvine? That's spicy. That might put us at 4. Okay, we long rest now. One, two, three, 4. No, I can't do that. The scenario's almost dead. The scenario's almost dead. That's my, my biggest holdup here. This might be a sustained momentum, because I'm going to have to just Leroy someone to the back of every room. I think it is a sustained. And then, let's see, what form do I want to start in? Range doesn't do me any good, because I can't open the door and guaranteed I can hit the whole room, because this is the longer room. They're both long. Okay. So if I move up in melee, the problem is there's nothing to attack, so I'm stuck in melee. It might be draining Hornbeetle time for this room. I get up here, I pop Hornbeetle, that gets me to range, and then next turn I blitz in with Drifter and try and snipe 2 things with Gem. Can't say I love it, but I don't hate it either. I don't really have a better choice. Man, my tempo has stalled for a second here. This is either all going to work out fine, or it's going to get real dicey. But, I mean, 6 health, like, if there's 3 imps... I mean, I think there's 4 imps and a shriek in this room. So if I pop that door... Oop, mission's dead. All this for naught. Just because the game gave them too good of flips early. Let them come feels fine to get rid of at this point. One, two, three, 4. 1, 2, 3. Banner beelines it in there. We grab... an attack 4 on a couple guys feels pretty damn good. Locust feels good, but I don't know for sure who I can hit. think maybe I go like Locust Firefly. Maybe at Firefly Initiative and see if they kind of group up. And then here we've got move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I do this guy. So I think this is a breakthrough. You're pretty healthy, so... I mean, I know I'm not killing with bloodletting. Maybe Fortitude? How far back there are there? Okay, wonderful, they're not attacking. And that's enemies. Okay. I still kind of want to blitz all the way in there. Because I can't let them attack the following turn, and I don't want to waste the extra movement from the door. Yeah, I think just killing the nymph feels good. Alright, they were both +1s, but that's fine. Okay, they're all strengthened. I did get close enough to get muddled, but I should have attacked here. That's fine. Alright, I picked Fortitude for a reason. Because if I give up one thing... I can now potentially snipe you. Alright. Gem. The burns weren't worth it, my dude. Burns weren't worth it. I'll take the retaliate. I don't care. Okay, we're taking that dark away from him for sure. Fire wind, I'm still in range, so nothing matters. That's okay, though. That's okay. It still was a really good turn. So I could yeet these guys past me. No, this is just a boldening blow, right? We boldening blow and then yeet them past us. Yeah. And then here, 1, 2, 3, 4. You need another big movement. 1, 2, 3. And Gem can go earlier and double attack. And does this change me forms? Yes, perfect. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I can get to that guy. I'll risk it then. Yeah. Alright, Gem, pop off, my dude. We've got the range play. I probably should burn this for an extra range movement, even just the move 4 with Firefly to get moving again. I'll think about it for a turn. Alright, I'm not gonna do my sun in here, but I'll keep fire alive. I'm pretty close to having the persistent one, if I'm being honest. Sure, I'll pop that. Maybe I'll get something. That's kind of wild. I'll take that. Oh, I did not think about the initiatives, and now I can't boldening blow for the disarm. Yeah, I would have had to go at 65, though. It's all good. You're not in range. Okay, well, what if I do this bottom? No, I don't really feel like getting him all the way up here. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it, because then I gotta move back to attack this stinking imp again. It's fine. It's fine. gem. That would be a heck of a loot back there, my dude. I'm close to getting the having 3 persistence at 1, but it's not gonna happen. Oh, I see, because this is a big movement. Yeah, let's get all the way back towards the door then. Let's not waste this. Flip that baby. Alright, we at least loot. We keep out our fire as we're running back. 2 lumber, that's big for the crew. I moved into position to hit the explosive epicenter. I can't even really claim that I did that on purpose. It just kind of happened. Come on, keep spinning. Dude, banner stuff is sometimes so hard to get people where you want it. Sure. Oh. Okay. I skipped the movement from explosive epicenter. I was afraid I skipped the movement from that. Oh my gosh. I did not think about him just standing there melee attacking. If I would have lost on that... Okay, I got a short rest with someone. Someone needs to be in range or attack. Oh, that would have been heartbreaking. Alright, we're in range. 1, 2, 3. I just got rid of my only reusable attack, which sucks. The other thing I could do would be just to move up and basic attack. And then the next turn do a move. As much as I'd like to do this for the XP, I don't think that's how she works. Oh my gosh, I would have been heartbroken if by moving Drifter away I lost it. Doesn't matter, I'm just keeping something out to keep it out. I can probably get rid of explosive at this point. I can probably get rid of regroup at this point. Everyone's pretty healthy. Regroup's my only way to get that in there. I'll get rid of explosive. So I could make a choice with Gem that Gem's done enough and just kind of start looting this back room. But I have 2 loots here. Alright, I need my big movements. I want my big attacks, so... Probably Vile. I don't think this last room can do 20 to me. I'm gonna get my booty moving. Alright, this turn... we get as far as we can. And you still have a nice big movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd like to go 5 here. I think I go 4 and set up for a bigger movement the following turn. Bloodletting, that's fine. Now this turn I do need to change forms. Yep. Give me one more movement. Let me get there. I'm doing the fireball storm. If I'm getting an attack off in this last room, we're doing a big one. Banner's slowly falling behind, which is unfortunate. But now, Boldening Blow, I can get Gem and the banner in there. I think I gotta slow down for one turn here. You're moving up 2. You're in range 3. Get you up 3. And I can get you up. And that gets everyone ready for next turn. And Drifter's still pretty close. I only have one big move, so I do not want to move this turn. So I think I do this. Next turn, I will go in there and hit something hard. I mean, pacing-wise, I really had to slow down, but I just could not risk it. Oh, dang it. I knew I needed to go earlier with Gem. Well, I don't know that banner's making it, but that's okay. This is not the turn we blitz in there. I said that, and then I almost clipped through this by accident. Okay, give me draining back. And then I skip my attack here. And Gem is going in there hard. Let's take Sun. Let's maybe hit 2 things at advantage here. I don't think we'll get lucky enough for things to be lined up for 3, but I'll short rest. We're getting endgame. He doesn't want to get left out. You've got your play. Never mind, because I'm in range. You have nothing. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I literally just had to do a basic move rather than that jump. I wasn't even thinking about the... I wasn't thinking about that changing me form. Well, this is going to be the exact same round, isn't it? I already finished last round. This is what I get for staying up too late past my bedtime to crank out a video. But it was worth it. I mean, I had to be up late anyway for the call, so... Sorry about that extra noise. I remembered I need to log out of that, or else I'm just going to get blown up tomorrow. And this is not liking the restart round, so... Alright, well... Fudge, man, am I really going to waste another turn with Drifter? Nah. I just wish I had Fire out is my only thing, but that's okay. That's okay. We don't care that much. I need that 4 movement. Alright, Boldening Blow it is. If I get rid of Drag Down, that leaves me 2 here, but I do have a way to change form, so I'm fine with that. But in a weird way, the Stamina Potion kind of worked. Alright, a late big attack and this. We'll see what's the best use. A late move 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We can at least get to the door and maybe javelin something. And we've got our big movement there. Okay, good, good, good. They're moving up, and there's not many things in this room. Two, three. I don't know, man. Sniping a snow imp feels pretty good here. 1, 2. You got range 3, so you're hitting me. They're gonna be hard back there. Okay, I didn't need the advantage, but one-shotting the snow imp feels really, really good. That might have just... No! Not my banner! Oh, you couldn't just move up? You couldn't just move up right there? That's super annoying. And him backing up gets him just out of range of the javelin. Man, if he would have moved up here, I would just full send the Firefly. They're not close enough for me to do anything next turn. Am I just gonna Mind Spike for an XP? No, I can't do that. That's not enough damage here. If I do this and this, what's my way to change form? Do Locust Selfless. Okay. Sure, extra damage at this point's extra damage. I could get the wound back on Impy there, but that's okay. And I can't believe you sniped my banner for no reason. So if I do this, I get a crushing weight back. And that gives me a little heal to at least get the brittle off. Then we got our play here. Base. I might just locust the back. And then change forms. And then here, not much. Well, we're not locusting that anymore. He did give me a fire. That's spicy. This is going to keep me in melee. So I want to be range 3 away from homie back there, and I am right now. Yeah, we like the fire. Leave it be. Nothing like a little team help there on the heal. Let's get behind. Get our crushing weight. Alright, we're looking pretty good. I mean, flips matter here, but stamina-wise, I'm doing pretty good on Drifter. I don't have a ton of time to frolic, but I'm definitely doing okay. I could have given the shield there. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Alright, my long rest there to slow down. Okay. I'm getting too tired. Why did my bottom movement not change me forms there? I can't botch that one. I did it once. It's my own fault, but I can't botch this again. This one's significantly more impactful. I did... Oh, I skipped the whole movement because I decided to stay in melee range. Yep, that's what I did. So I just gotta, like, do a couple clicks around to fake the movement to still change forms. That's my bad. It's my second bad miss on that lately. I mean, I like the idea of being in range form, because I could locust, push, like move, push, and then AoE both of them, but that's obviously not what we have right now. So sorry for the late redo. We will try and keep everything the same. You gotta chill on that shield card, though. I don't want to see that again. I do know this is ×2, but there's really no way to game the system, even if I wanted to. And you're still immune to everything, which is super annoying. Yay, movement. And look at that, we're melee, just like we initially planned on, right? That's exactly how we drew it up. Sometimes when I get going quickly, I forget with Gem that, like, you have to do those minute things to still technically change form. And in the board game, it's not hard to say, like, oh, I just moved back to the same spot. But in this, like, if you miss it, you gotta restart the whole round. Which is fair. It's 100% my bad. I ended up landing on a different hex, whatever. Yeah, it's all good. Alright. We long rest here to stay alive. We go hit you hard and disarm, and I'm thinking it's a good turn to double attack this imp. No, that's a big miss. Alright, at least we got the wound. Stamina-wise, I do only have one card, so what's my big attack? Probably Breakthrough? Okay. Why can't I pick that? Weird. I'll have to reread Stamina Potion, but I thought it was all of your cards, not just that. Anyway, I'm going to jump over here. And the reason for that jump is because I'd love to hit a double loot here with Gem to end it. Let's remake fire. And I will heal off that garbage. Can't wound anyone. Alright, chilling. No, you had to move? That's annoying. Alright, what am I getting rid of? Well, Meat Grinder feels good here. So not Meat Grinder. Kinda like the idea of the double kill with Banner. Let's get an XP to go out. We short rest here. We got our last turn here. We'll do that late for cleanup. This is a short rest. Do I still have enough? Yes, I do. Technically, though, that was probably my best way to get an XP. Unless I run way away. Whatever. We can do this play because we have the jump boots. My buddy refuses to buy them on Banner. I'm like, I don't know how you're running Banner without them. They're pretty much essential. I'm not going to pop this because if someone lives, I wouldn't mind the XP. That's alright. We ended up hitting our bless and everything. Loot-wise, Banner did not loot much. So, Drifter, I don't want to loot here. Alright, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which one are we taking? Middle. Money. Ooh, interesting. Ring of Night. That's pretty sweet. Probably just generates dark. Alright, sorry we had to redo one of Gem's turns there, but overall that was a pretty solid mission. I like it.
Feather and flesh coat the ivory bridge, but the fiends are gone, their wasted bodies fallen into the crashing waters below. The birds that remain caw furiously and retreat westward toward a far distant line of trees. The air grows silent, except for the steady tide, and you give yourselves a moment to think. The northern coast is a madness unique to itself. That such strange things could exist up here at the end of the world stretches your minds to the limits of wonder. What more awaits you beyond these bone bridges, if these are only the outermost ridges of the place? You cross the fjords and see that the coast bends to the north. You can continue following it, hoping to reach wherever the shard of coral is leading you. Or you look back at the western forest. Or you could make a small detour and see what oddities lie hidden in the trees.
That's the detour we're making. Raven's Roost, we got there, people. Let's go. Alright, what does this do? Muddle and Curse to a range attack? That's kind of wild. That's really interesting. I mean, I guess for now it's got to be on one of these guys, because I'm giving it to an ally. Alright, we've got another novel of the puzzle solution, so we are going to end here. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks again for the likes and comments. If you're enjoying this series, feel free to sub, and we will keep the grind going. Looking forward to finally getting our outpost in town growing here soon, as we're getting close to retiring people, so see you again soon.